here in Durban. The heavens have been opened all weekend. Well, it looks like they're closing, I have to tell you. And I think it's going to be a beautiful day down here in Durban. Apparently, the temperatures are going to rise, the clouds are going away, and there is some blue sky. So that's a good thing. And it's wonderful to be here in Durban. It always is. I mean, this is one of those events that I really, really do look forward to. And my hair especially looks forward to it, I have to tell you. It blows in this wind and just gets bigger and bigger from the beginning of the broadcast to the end, I have to tell you. So we just have to bear with it. I have to be strong. That's all I have to say. All right. So it's not only about Durban, because that's all we've really spoken about is KwaZulu-Natal and talking about the impact that it's had here in Durban and the province at large. There's so many other provinces, of course, that are represented here, as well as other African countries, which we're going to touch on in a short while. But right now, let's talk about the other provinces that have got a very, very strong showing here at the Indaba 2016, the Tourism Indaba. And we're talking about the Free State. Now, somebody who I actually had the pleasure of talking to a few weeks back, actually not too long ago, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, we were talking about the very, very first Free State Fashion Week. So here he is with me again talking about fashion, not fashion, tourism. Sam Mashinini, the MEC for the Department of Economic, Small Business Development, Tourism and Environmental Affairs. It's so good to see you again.
Morning, Leanne, and morning to the viewers out there.
All right, so I said we're going to talk about fashion. So let's talk fashion first, shall we?
You want fashion first?
I want fashion first. How did it go? What was it like?
Perfect.
Yeah?
You know, Leanne, one of the things that we are doing is to make sure that you come up with new ideas. Then we said, as the Free State, in partnership with the private sector, we said, what is this thing that we can do, separate, innovative ideas? One of the things, I'm not trying to be regionalistic here. I'm just saying many people would like to go to the coast areas. They would like to go to the other areas. What about the centrality of the country? We said, let's do something. And the idea of the Fashion Week came in well prepared, good. And I believe very strongly that we can improve from there. And it's a good thing. You should have been there, Leanne.
I know.
You could have looked at it. You see the beauty.
Yeah.
People, starting the clothes somewhere there, how they are wearing, everything is so beautiful, perfect. And I can tell you, it's going to grow from strength to strength.
Well, that's the good thing, because you've got to start somewhere, and then it gets bigger and bigger and grows, and that's such a good platform for designers. So well done on this. Now we're here talking tourism. It's the Indaba. Obviously, the Free State's got a good presence here. What's it been like?
Let me start here first. One is that this is under the umbrella of the national minister to try and make sure that South Africa and Africa as a continent, it's basically seen as a continent and as a country for destination for tourists. And as the Free State, as part of the other provinces, we are also part of this particular tourism. And I can tell you now, what are we showing off as the Free State? I always say it. You see, the Free State is the center of South Africa. By the way, it's 6 provinces that surround the Free State.
Yes.
I can count them: Gauteng, you go to Northwest, you go to KZN, you go to Eastern Cape and the Western Cape and the Northern Cape. Those are the provinces. And it's in the center, the beauty of the Free State. When you go there in the Free State, outdoor life. Leanne, you are working, you are staying in most cases in Gauteng. Don't you like the outdoor life?
Oh.
Beautiful. You go there, you express yourself, you get a fresh air, you got the hospitality of the people of the Free State.
Yeah.
I love them, because when you arrive there, you'll never miss it. Here, we are here in this particular Indaba. And one of the things that we have shown there is that come to the Free State, you get the best people, hospitality, acceptance, people that welcomes you. One of the things that I do, I won't go to your house, Leanne.
Yeah.
I won't go to your house if I don't get welcoming. One of the things that you're going to get in the Free State, you see the smile, you see the people looking at you, you love going to that particular place. That's what we're doing. And I'm saying to everybody there, if you come to South Africa, my goodness, just go to that central province. You'll get the beauty. By the way, you know what? One thing, in the past, we have this thing that is called townships and town.
Yes.
We have something in the Free State, unique. We call it Kasi tourism.
Yes.
You know what you are doing? We are bridging the gap
Beautiful.
between the town and the township. And there, you actually taste the culture of South Africa, you'd actually taste the culture. What is this thing that has been happening in the province? That's what we're doing there. And I invite you and the listeners out there, go to the Free State, you'll go to that area. There's what is called Chisanyama. You go there.
Oh, yes.
And you enjoy it. All those things. That's why we are saying hashtag Free State. It's like a wildfire.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Have you spread like a wildfire here? Have you seen the reaction to what you've got to offer? I mean, do you think that this is going to turn the tide a lot within tourism?
Go to the statistics. From 2013, they'll tell you up to now 2015, we are way above 10% in terms of the people, the foreigners that are coming into the province. There is also statistical show that even domestically, people are beginning to enter into the Free State. Thirdly, people that are staying in the province, they are more than most of the province that were actually dominating in the past. People stay longer in the Free State. Why do they do that? It's because of the hospitality issues that I've talked about. One area that is very critical for the Free State. That's why we are here. We are saying we do have events. We do have events that we're having. I don't have to tell you about Makufe. You know Makufe?
Absolutely.
International. Everyone wants to come in. And let me tell you, watch the space. We are now going towards a new thing called the Flower Festival.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to come. I invite you and the listeners out there, look at the Flower Festival. Enjoyable. The people come together. And one thing that is very unique about it, it brings the different culture together. One of the problems that we're having, we must look around, how do we build the nation to work together? And that activity seeks to do that. That's what we're going to do. What we are saying it's like a wildfire, and we have arrived.
Brilliant. Well, I'm so glad to hear that, because I mean, you need the enthusiasm that you have to try and capture this market, because I mean, we're living in tough economic times, and we want those domestic travelers. We want South Africans to enjoy their own country, and that's what's so important, is to try and get South Africans to travel in the borders. And you're saying, I mean, the Free State touches all of these different borders of every single province. It makes it accessible to everybody, and that's, I imagine, who you're trying to capture more than anybody.
Let me tell you, firstly, we are saying foreign travelers are very important for us.
Yeah.
Domestic tourists are very important for us. That's why I made earlier on the statistics. I said, even if you look at the statistics declared now for the domestic tourist, you can see that the Free State is on the rise. What are we doing special? Events that we are having there, the outdoor life that we're having in the Free State is the one, I believe very strongly, that attracts. We have just added, by the way, the Fashion Week. Who would not love to be part of the Fashion Week? I'm asking, who would not be okay to come and look at the Flower Festival? That's what we are doing, especially in the Free State. And I can tell you, that's why our theme is the hashtag Free State We Have Alive. It's like a wildfire to make sure that we go and we capture. That's why I've come here in KZN to say to the people of South Africa and the world, we are the Free State. We are here. And it's one of the best provinces that we can ever get in South Africa.
Well, there's the warning to every other province out there. The Free State is spreading like a wildfire, so you better start spreading your fire too. Good luck. Thank you for talking to us, and keep that passion up. No wonder you're in charge of so many departments. I've never known an MEC to be in charge of economics, small business development, tourism, and environmental affairs, and I can see why. Thank you.
Let me link it to you, Leanne. Let me link it to you. Tourism, it's an economic sector.
Yes.
And I can tell you now, it's one of the sectors that is playing a critical role in terms of poverty alleviation, poverty and unemployment and inequalities. Many people are going to the area of tourism. So it plays part. It's part of business.
Absolutely.
That's what it's doing. Now, when you visit a particular area, surely you must be able to understand the environment. That's why the department that I'm heading, it's linking also the environment in it and the business. That is an area that I'm focusing on. Very critical.
Very, very critical indeed. MEC Mashinini, thank you very much for talking to us here on the program. Enjoy the last day, and I hope that it's a great success for you and the province.
Don't forget, Free State, it's like a wildfire. We have arrived.
Hashtag we have arrived. spreading like a wildfire. You must see the entourage here from the Free State. They're very excited. They've done it. They have. Now listen, I said to you that it's not only about here in South Africa, it's also about our fellow Africans on the continent that are here showcasing. And up next, we're going to be talking to the Tourism Authority from Nigeria. I cannot wait. Stay tuned.